Hey everyone, here we are again. Let's hope our audio is working and you can hear me right now. My name is Tyler and this is Recovery Sundays with Wellness for Jiu-Jitsu. We do this every Sunday at 6 o'clock. Just a question for you. How are you sitting right now? How's your posture? Are you in a comfortable spot? Are you ready for class? Maybe cross-legged or maybe sitting on your knees. Just notice your spine. Get comfortable, start your practice now. Maybe even bring some movement into your neck. Today, we're going to be doing a yoga for hardworking men and women. So I've been doing yoga for 11 years now. And throughout that 11 years, I've had a bunch of different physically demanding jobs and manual labor jobs like wildland firefighting, deep sea fishing, construction, landscaping, and right now I'm working as a mover. So this job's tough on my body, and throughout all of these manual labor jobs that I've had, I've been doing yoga, and it's really the way to keep my body feeling good. I noticed such a difference. So the more yoga, more time I spend on the mat, the better I feel, the better I can work the next day. And so I kind of put together a 30-minute class for us today that's just got some nice stretches and should help you to feel good after a day's work. So as always with yoga, the purpose is to listen to your body. You know, we're learning how to listen to our body. That might mean noticing our posture more regularly, noticing our breathing. And in this practice, it's your practice, so you really need to do you here and listen to your body. So one of the ways that yoga teaches to learn to listen to your body is by using the breath as a gauge. So if you get to a point where you feel like it's too much, you can always just back off a little bit of the stretch. And if you notice that you're holding your breath or that your breathing is hard, that's a really good sign to back off and adjust to a little bit more comfortable position. So this is a restorative class. It shouldn't be too stressful. If you are close to your computer and you want to click like, comment, subscribe, feel free. Sorry if that throws you off of your zen right now, but I gotta say that this is donation-based yoga, so we take what we can get when it comes to the love. One of my favorite ways to start a practice is to do this foot stretch here. So I'm in a hero's pose, sitting on my heels, knees on the mat, and toes are tucked underneath. So it stretches the plantar part of your foot. And then I like to work on my shoulders. So try interlacing fingers, pressing your hands away, and rounding your spine, letting your chin drop, and take a deep breath. Keeping the same grip with your hands, raise your arms up to the ceiling, and arch your back a little bit, let your head hang back, nice and easy at first. Take a deep breath. Let that go and interlace your fingers behind your back. Squeeze your arms together so that your chest opens. Breathe. Nice. Let's do another round of these shoulder openers. Interlace your fingers in front. Round your spine, drop your chin. Breathe. Press your hands away from your body. Pull your solar plexus into your spine. Same position. Press your hands towards the ceilings. Biceps towards your ears. How's your breathing? Let that go. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Open your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Nice. Feel free to do another round of that if it feels good. If your feet are burning, untuck your toes. The next position we're going to go to is a low squat. So from your knees, lean forward onto your hands, tuck your toes, and then just walk your hands backwards so your knees lift up and your butt sinks back to your heels. Maybe your heels can touch, maybe you're floating on the balls of your feet. That's okay. Just try not to sag, hang too much forward. Sit, getting back to your heels and straightening your back looking up, low squat. Adjust your feet so they're about maybe 5 or 10 degrees, opened out to the side, ideally in line with your legs and your knees, and maybe about just outside of your hips where your sit bones are, whatever feels comfortable. And we're going to move from to a forward by slowly and easily keeping our belly connected to our thighs, dropping your head and raising your hips. You don't need to straighten your leg. Just feel the stretch in the back of your legs and let your head hang heavy. Keep that connection between your belly and the tops of your thighs. Breathe. Hands can just be relaxed on the mat. Really feel the weight of your head pulling down on your spine. Gravity is giving you an inverted spinal lengthening sensation. Your shoulders are relaxing. Your legs are stretching. Moving back to the squat. On an inhale, drop your hips, lift your chest, look up. Inside. Hands together. Press to open up your hips. Make little adjustments that you need so it feels nice. Pull your chest forward. Hands to the mat. Maybe rotate your toes so they face forward, and then lift your hips into the forward fold. Moving back and forth. Inhale, squat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, squat, look up. Exhale, drop your head, tuck your chin, lift your hips. Inhale, squat. One more. Exhale, fold. Nice. Hang out in this fold for a second. Maybe straighten one leg, straighten the other one. Get that nice stretch, and then roll your spine all the way up to standing, nice and slow. Your head comes last. Hands to your hips. Tilt your pelvis. Tuck your tailbone, and just wiggle your hips side to side, maybe in a little bit of a circle. Step your feet out wide, a little bit past your shoulders. If you're flexible, go further, but get somewhere that it's pretty comfortable and start to rock side to side, bending one leg, straightening the other. Start nice and easy. Maybe you put your hands on your thighs. Try to keep your back straight. And then take it as deep as you want. Move slow with your breath. Maybe using your hands for balance, coming all the way down. Maybe no hands. Ninja Kung Fu stance. Okay, that's not really yoga, but that's all right. Good. Hands to your hips again. Stand up straight. Check your alignment for your feet. Are they in line? Really reach your hands, fingers up behind your hips. Press them forward. Arch your back. Lean back a little bit. Not too hard. Can you breathe easy here? Nice. Keeping your feet where they are. Turn to face the front of your mat. Make an adjustment so the width Maybe you can see the width of my feet are in line with my hips. So it's not a little hard to balance if you're in line like with your feet. So hip width, right leg forward, drop to your back knee, low lunge. You can use your toes to adjust your knee and your foot to a position where when you sink forward, your knee isn't too far over your foot. Maybe untuck your back toes, helping to stretch the front of your left quad. Arms up, little back bend. If your back knee hurts a lot, this can put a lot of pressure. You can press down in your right leg to lift that knee, or just put a towel under there, support yourself. Left hand to the mat, under your shoulder, in line with your right foot. Right hand to the sky, twist to the right, breathe. Big breath. Harder to breathe in twists. Good, let that go. Go back to tabletop, hands and knees for a second. Just let your spine reset, and then kick your left foot or walk it, grab it, boom, so it's in line with your hands, shoulders. Adjust your back knee so you feel a stretch in the back of your left leg, the front of your right. Nice low lunge. You can rock forward and backward just to feel some nice sensations in your hips in this pose. Maybe arms to the sky, looking up. Try breathing with your nose. If you're not stuffed up, it really helps to oxygenate your body, calm your mind. Okay, right hand to the mat under your right shoulder. So like your foot is under your left shoulder, right hand under right shoulder. Make some adjustments on that back knee if it doesn't feel good. And then twist open to the left, left hand to the air. Really press the right arm into the mat. You're not sagging in the shoulder. Look up to your left hand. Big deep breaths. Let that go. Back to your knees, and then lower yourself all the way down to your belly. Prop yourself up on your elbows. Try to stack your elbows right underneath your shoulder. Your hands can be palm down, palm up, or interlaced. Twiddle your thumbs. This is a Sphinx pose. It's a nice, easy, gentle back bend. Really helps my lower back to release a lot of tension, to really try to relax everything here using minimal effort, especially your hands, face, feet. Those should be super relaxed. This is a nice pose to do when you're watching TV or playing video games. And maybe you did this when you were a little kid. You see little kids doing this. It's nice. Take 3 more nice big deep breaths. Let's close your eyes. Another nice one, counter pose for the lower back. Walking yourself back onto your knees, spreading your knees wide, wider than your hips. Usually feels good, but listen to your body. Hips to heels, sit back, and then walk your hands forward until your chest and head come to the mat. Take a deep breath and check back in with your hips. Are they pressing as close to your heels as you can? It doesn't mean pressing with strength. It just means that that's where your weight is. So we should be nice and relaxed in this pose. Maybe walk your fingers forward a half of an inch or an inch. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Close your eyes. Take some deep breaths. Child's pose. Good, nice and easy. Walk yourself back to your knees. Bring your knees together. Walk your hands behind your butt a little ways. Just keep them shoulder width apart so that you feel your shoulders open. Maybe a stretch in your chest. You can squeeze your glutes and lift your hips off your heels. If it feels good, maybe your head hangs, drops back. Big stretch on the front side of your body. Keep breathing. Excellent. Let that go. Going next. All right, let's sit on our butts. We're going into a one-legged seated forward fold. Excuse me. Janu Shirsasana in yoga, Sanskrit. So right foot comes inside of left thigh. Right knee drops open. If it's up here, that's okay. We're just relaxing. You can press the knee with your right hand if it feels good. Pull left toes back towards your shin. So flex your foot. Aim your chest towards your leg. Keep your spine straight. Take a deep breath. And if your body allows, hinge from the hips and fold over your left leg a little bit. You can bring that stretch all through the back of your body, back of your calf, back of your left hamstring, but ideally the main target is quadratus laborum, your like right lower back, right side lower back, but you're also opening your hip. Maybe you reach and grab your toes, one hand, two hands. Find something that feels nice for you and take 3 big deep breaths. Always try to hold these poses for at least 5 breaths. You can hold them for a lot longer too and you get more results, but we only have a half hour today, so 2 more big deep breaths. Good, come out of the pose slow. Switch sides, right leg straight. Draw those toes back. Left foot inside of left thigh. Try to get it as close to your pelvis as you can. As good as feels good. It's okay if you're out here and your knees this is no big deal. Just make it comfortable. It'll get better. Deep breath in, straight back, leading with your chest folding over your right leg. Maybe your head drops. Can you feel the sensations change as you breathe in that left side lower back area? If you know the QL, it's a muscle that we really all have a lot of tightness in, and it brings lower back pain. So this stretch is incredible for relieving lower back pain. So breathe into that space in your lower back. Feel it get looser. Relax your face. One more big deep breath. Nice. Bring your feet to the mat in front of you, and let's do windshield wipers. Just let your knees fall to the left side, to the right, back and forth, feet on the mat, hands behind you. Figure four stretch, really for the outside of the hip. So bring your right foot, maybe use your hand, put it on top of your left knee. Maybe your left leg is straight when you do that. Hands behind you, and then put your left foot on the mat. See, so hands behind you. And I'm just starting to compress in my belly and open right knee out to the side. Wherever your hands are is going to change the intensity. Wherever your front foot is going to change intensity. Just find something that feels, try interesting, and then breathe into that space and relax everything. Inhale, expand nice and deep, filling your belly, and exhale, just relax everything. A few more of those big deep breaths. Good. Lift your hips, let that go. Reverse tabletop, just lifting your hips, let your head hang back, squeezing your butt, your glutes. Get a little shoulder stretch here too, maybe rock side to side. Let it go. A couple windshield wipers, knees falling side to side. And then figure four stretch with the left leg. One way to get into this is to lift a little bit into that reverse table, and then kick your left ankle onto your right knee. Find a spot that feels good on your ankle, and then sit your hips to the mat. Adjust your front foot, adjust your hands, keep your spine straight, lift your chest. Big deep breaths. Let that hip open up. Lift your hips, feet to the mat. Sit on your butt. Grab the back of your thighs. We're going to rock and roll on our spine, so keep the spine nice and rounded as you roll onto your shoulders a little bit. Use your legs for momentum. Kind of massaging spine. Couple more times. If it feels good to stay upside down on your shoulders, feel free. And then relax on your back. Take your fingers, interlace them in front of your right shin. Hug that right leg to your pec, to your shoulder, and straighten your left leg. Recline one leg stretch. Make sure your shoulders are flat on the mat. You don't need to hug too hard here. Find a way that you can relax your arms. Let the lock of your fingers do most of the work. Relax your feet. Maybe roll your ankle if it feels good. Nice. Right foot to the mat. Bump your hips, scoot your hips to the right 3 inches, 2 inches, and then let your knees fall to the left side. Right arm out to a T, so your right shoulder is nice and heavy. Knees are falling to the left. It's a reclined twist, spinal twist. More difficult pose to breathe. Try to fill the belly and your lungs with each breath. If it's hard to do, you can back out a little bit. Adjust the position of your knees or your feet so you feel an even twist all the way from your lower back. And you can bring it into your cervical spine, into your neck by looking over to your right hand. Relax your face. One more big deep breath. Press your feet, scoot your hips back to center. Hug your left knee towards your left shoulder armpit. You can interlace your fingers in front of your knee or even reach your left arm around your knee. If you're a jiu-jitsu player and you know a gable grip, straighten your right leg. Nice compression of the front of the left hip, as well as a compression of your belly. They call this wind removing pose. So maybe as you take deep breaths into your belly, you remove some of your wind, not from your mouth or nose. Nice restorative posture, everything's relaxed, minimal necessary force. One more big deep breath, and then move into a twist. Right foot press into the mat, scoot your hips to the left, and knees fall to the right. Shoulders are heavy. Both your hands can be out in a T, or your right hand on top of your left knee. Maybe looking to the left. Adjust so it feels good and you can breathe, and then do that. Relax and breathe. Nice and slow, come out of the twist. Center your hips. Make yourself comfortable. Walk your shoulder blades underneath your back. You can keep your knees bent and let them fall together. True restorative pose. Or if it feels good, straighten your legs nice and wide. Let your feet open up to the side. Arms out to the sides, palms up. Adjust your head so your neck feels good. Close your eyes and just feel your body. Feel if it feels different than in the beginning of practice. Just use this time in stillness to let your body heal and recover, absorbing the energy that you just put into it, going through these positions. This Shavasana corpse pose, the death of your practice. Just act like you're dead. Let your mind and body be quiet. Just observe. Feel free to stay in this spot for as long as you want. Long Shavasana brings the most results from a practice. But if you're ready to move on, it's been a half hour. Raise your arms up over your head. Roll onto your right side, bend your knees. Press your left hand into the mat to sit up. Sit comfortably. Give yourself a second of meditation. And let me thank you for joining me today, joining us here at Wellness for Jiu-Jitsu with another live Sunday restorative class, mostly for jiu-jitsu athletes, but we welcome anyone to the mat. So thanks again. If you've got a chance, like this video, subscribe to our channel, share it with a friend. If you've got friends who are hardworking men and women, share this class with them, explore some of our other classes, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Again, if you want to donate, it would be wonderful. To be honest, we have not received a donation yet, and we've been doing this for over a month. So no worries, I'm not stressed about that. Luckily, I do work full time. So, but I'd love to teach this more and spread the love. So we got to pay the bills. Appreciate anything you can do. Thanks, guys. You should find links below. So, peace, namaste. Have a good one.